Hello. I hope you're excited to hear my second video because I think even though I did not fully give you everything on my first video, but somehow I think you were able to have a glimpse or a vision of what your political future would look like by having a service provider. So I was not able to give you the complete substance of my presentation, pero at least okay na yan kasi at least nakaroon na po kayo ng ideya kung paano natin gawin yung first pillar, because as I have mentioned, meron tayong 7 pillars. So these are 7 pillars that are been calculated, these have been considered properly. We have so much deliberations on how we're going to do it, but somehow we were able to boil it down to 7 pillars. So the 7 pillars, you cannot use 3 or 4, you have to use the 7. The moment you remove one, you would lose its power and the entire system would collapse. Okay, so I'm not going to give you the 7 because I'm just going to give the 3. So now yesterday you were able to hear about my first video, which is the first pillar, and in that pillar nakaroon kayo ng idea kung ano ba talaga ang dapat gawin sa pinaka malakas na organization. So again, I would like to emphasize the importance of having a fraternal order, because the fraternal order is something that is, we can go in even into their secret level, because it's a secret society. So the question is ngayon, after having these people passing all those 3 thresholds, okay, and these people would enter into a Rubicon, where they were going to cross the Rubicon. It's a point of no return. And once they would understand, they would take an oath, they would make covenants with us. So once they cross the Rubicon, they are now ready to enter into the house of armor. So the house of armor, it's a house of doctrines and ideology. So the second pillar in the orders of armor, the second pillar is the pillar of indoctrination. Because this is what we call a place for their complete integration by having them the born-again experience. So we have established 12 doctrines in the second pillar. So these are all good virtues, attributes of doctrines that we can inspire our people to bring out the best in them. These are doctrines that would invite them to be obedient, to be loyal. We have doctrines that would invite them to understand the value of sacrifice. So we have 12 doctrines. I cannot share those doctrines, but I'm going to share it with you when the time comes. Okay? So indoctrination, in our own studies na kinandak namin po, wala kami nakitang group of people or parties na magaling sa indoctrination, at walang gumagawa ng indoctrination. No political, except for the Communist Party of the Philippines, magaling sila sa indoctrination. Pero tayo, we realize that we need to teach our doctrines to our people. Our people should need to understand the basic realities of politics, the current political situation of our country, and what is our alternatives, what is our solution to all of these concerns and problems that we have. So in that lies the 12 doctrines. And for us to be able to hammer down again and again and again and again, we need to drill this doctrine into their mind and into their heart. So meaning there is a program in the house of armor, because the house of armor, once they enter into the house of armor, it's a house of union. It is a house of power. Okay? It is a house of faith, meaning we welcome different kinds of religion, all faiths. Okay, freedom of religion they can experience in the house of armor. So meaning there is a house. The second pillar is the house of armor, but in that house, it is where the rubber meets the road. It is where true virtues, good indoctrination process should take place. Every program, every seminars, every activity, there is what we call the element, the recipe for indoctrination, because we want our people to be guided as one. We want our people to be integrated into one cohesive, dynamic forces. Because in the order of armor, the house of armor is a house of power. Power for our political leader. So, by this, at least ngayon, nakaroon na kayo ng ideya kung ano talaga yung structure natin, ano talaga yung gagawin natin sa mga kasama natin. These are the chosen, selected people. These are the elect. Those who will be invited to come into the order of armor, they are chosen. They are the elect one. So wala tayo sa sistema kasi ng order of armor, hindi ka pwede mag-apply sa amin. Dadaan ka muna doon sa sistema kung paano talaga sa selection process. And if you qualify during that selection committee and ma-invite ka, ibig sabihin, swerte ka talaga. So all we need, sir, is the winning number. And the key indicator, like I've said, is the barangay. Kung ano ba yung winning number for barangay captain to win and his team, yon ang key indicator natin. Yon ang marker natin kung paano makuha natin ang buong province. So once these people is now fully integrated, they become like a machine. They become a political human machine na kaya mag-deliver ng boto sa'yo day in, day out. That's why, doon sa 4 remaining pillars na hindi ko pwede i-reveal in public, doon malalaman mo talaga that it is even possible to win the election time and time again kahit wala kang gastos. Not unlike ngayon, masakit sa ulo kasi puro gastos. Lahat yung leader ang tinitingin sa'yo, puro pera. Actually ako, I am sick and tired of this kind of culture. I think it was former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo who have coined this itong statement na ito na yung politika ang tinatawag natin the culture of impunity. The culture of impunity is growing. I tell you, this coming 2025 election, if you're still following the old traditional messy political strategy, mas malaki ang gastos nyo ngayon. So meaning the culture of impunity is growing and growing and everybody is turning a blind eyes on it. And ako as a botante, I'm sick and tired of it. Because hindi talaga na-focus doon sa mga tao. So ngayon, it's about time that we should end this by introducing professional system in politics. It's about time na bibili kayo ng franchising politics. It's like buying the McDonald's. Hindi mo na kailangan magpunta pa doon because there is the team, there is the system, there is the program that is in place to take care of every process of business in that particular franchise business. The same thing in politics. I hope you have already open mind. Nakaroon na kayo ng open-minded. Yung paradigm nyo, I hope I have shattered your paradigm. Because not until makaroon kayo ng born-again experience, maiwan kayo doon sa dating idea na bili-bili ng boto, I don't think masaya kayo dyan eh. But it's about time that scientific approach in politics should be applied. Tao pa rin ang solusyon natin, sir. Pero yung tao may alam, may puso. Tao na kasama sa inyo sa laban na ito. People that are one with you, when they take an oath, they make covenant that they will be your friend, your brother, and your son. Because in this, hindi pwede wala yung tao na alam, tao na may puso, tao may direction. So these people, we will indoctrinate upon their minds and in their heart that their name is not for sale at any price. Their integrity, dignity is not for sale. Part ng doctrine natin yan. Okay? The doctrines of integrity. So ito yung i-hammer natin sa mga tao. 365 days a year. Because the beauty of our organization, the genius of our order is the activity. Adventures to live, your battles to fight, and then your political supremacy. So ito yung i-offer natin, sir. And ako, I'm very interested to find the right person kung ikaw yan. But I hope I can see a proof of life in you na converted po kayo kahit a little thing lang. Kasi the moment hindi ko makita yung proof of life, do you think I'm crazy? I'm going to give you the 4 remaining because ito yung pinaka-importante. The 4 remaining pillars. Nag-share na ako ng 3 overview, konti lang. 10% lang. But the 4 remaining pillar, I would only reveal it to the right person. And if you are the right person, malalaman ko naman yan kasi Alam ko naman kung paano malalaman yung tao talaga may desire at interesado. So maraming salamat po, sir. And in closing, I would like to thank you for the time that you spend with me. Wishing you the best, wishing you to be successful, wishing you to be happy, wishing you to be in control of your life. Kasi kung ang politics talaga is the one who is consuming you, you sleep politics, you wake up politics, you smile politics, everything is politics, then that is not the kind of life that you should live. Life is too short. Choose your battle. Spend time with your family. Because the most important success that we can achieve in this life is in the family. Not in politics, but in the family. Kasi meron kasabihan na sinasabi, no success can compensate for failures in the home. So that's the most important pursuit that a man should have in his life, his family. So wishing your family to be successful, wishing them to be happy. Wishing you to be in love with your wife because importante yan. So maraming salamat. God bless.